Hi, I'm Lawrence. My channel is about life, stories, and identity in the diaspora. It's always good to challenge yourself, and when you take on a challenge with others, you have an extra reason to keep going because you don't want to be let down, and you also have someone to encourage you when things get a bit tough. Right, so here we are in Tynemouth Long Sands. Okay. My cousin Charles invited me to join him and his mate Dan to cycle the popular C2C ride in the UK. That's the distance between the Irish Sea in Cumbria and the North Sea in Tyneside.
We're ready.
So there's T4C. No one knows what that is.
Giant propel.
That's a giant T5, is it?
No, this is a giant TCR.
Giant TCR. All right. Okay. What do I know?
Charles Gunduza. My first time doing coast to coast from Tynemouth to Whitehaven. The date is the 5th of August.
5th of August, yeah.
2022.
22. Yeah, so... Okay, Andy.
Mission impossible.
Nah, it's alright, it's alright. It's alright. There are several C2C route options. Ours was the C2C the hard way, from Tynemouth to Whitehaven. We were about to find out why it's advised to cycle the other way, that's Whitehaven to Tynemouth, and why almost no one does it the way we did. It's also advised to complete the route in stages over 3 to 4 days, or 5 days even, or more in some cases. We were about to do it in 1 day. Yeah. What you will see in most of the footage is me behind Charles and Dan. They are so much more stronger than I am. Dan with a backpack on his back was still way faster than me. I actually had no business riding with these guys. I was nervous, not about the route, but about riding with others. It's something I've never done before. What I love about cycling is it's a great way to reset my mind. It's a feeling of freedom, the sense of achievement after I push my own limits just a little. When I ride long distances, I pace myself, which is just common sense. I tend to stay in zone 3. It sounds boring, but it also means I can go the distance with some reasonable comfort. I was also saving myself for the hill climbing ahead. Charles understood my concerns about being slow and kept the pace steady. This is also a good time to let you know I am a just below average cyclist. Most of the route was nice to ride. I couldn't believe how remote this area is. There were very few cars, there was no mobile signal, and the scenery was beautiful. Yeah. Okay, let me show you briefly just how much faster Charles and Dan are. Now you see why I say I had no business riding with these guys. The whole ride was us climbing into the prevailing headwind. The common sense advice is we should have ridden from Whitehaven to Tynemouth. Then we would have had the wind on our backs all the way, and the gradients are supposedly kinder. I tried my best to enjoy the descents.
That was a nice one.
C2C the hard way was tough for my cycling ability.
I told them that. But nice scenery though. Very nice. Yeah, I think I've done over 1,500 feet. There's 40 more feet to get to the top of Hut side. So yeah, nearly there. But it's fucking hard though. Fucking hard.
Mentally, I was prepared for hard side. I knew it was going to be the highest I've ever ridden. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I took my time in the rain, which wasn't focused by the way. I live in the UK. I should know better. Charles and Dan waited for me at the top. I told them they can go ahead because I was much slower and I felt I was holding them back.
This one was alright. Yeah. It's not steep. I can feel that. Yeah.
I'm not a good climber. I wish I was. I am working on it. It felt like I was climbing 90% of the way. I got so grumpy and stopped enjoying the ride. I was glad Charles and Dan were not around to hear me shout at the stupidity of taking on this challenge. I just could not understand why I was climbing that much whilst heading to the seaside. It made no sense to me. I also failed as a storyteller. My emotions got the better of me, and I didn't bother changing my camera battery to record some of the beautiful scenery and more of the ride. I had wasted some of the battery when I forgot to turn the camera off and filmed the inside of my pocket.
Yeah, I was doing like 6, 7.
It's cold, so you need to take your photo there and there.
But I don't think anyone wants to see how I was on Windlatter. I was broken. It was so steep, it felt endless. Up ahead, I could see how much climbing I had to do. I was by myself then, stopping every few yards. It was disheartening. But there was never a time I felt I wasn't going to complete the challenge. I knew I would finish it. It was just hard. My frustrations were made worse by the realization I was going to miss the train I'd booked to return home. There are challenges we do to enjoy. This wasn't it. This was purely for achievement. I wouldn't advise anyone at my level to do C2C the hard way in a day. It was a tough challenge, one I won't repeat, but I'm saying that for now.